To me, Criterium racing is a very unique thing. I think it's completely separate from road racing. I think that maybe we as Americans kind of don't utilize criteriums as much as we should because it just fits our culture. Anyone I've ever taken out to a criterium who's sat there and watched this, like, IndyCar of bike racing, has fallen in love with it. It's perfect for like who we are as a people. And, I love and appreciate European racing. It's just not us. And criterium racing to me is like the future of American racing. It's something that people can get behind. They can come out, they can cheer, and hopefully we get to a point where they have their teams that they fall in love with and they support, they become lifelong fans of. Long Beach was always a place where, like, big guys came out to. So you'd have like the Rasan Bahadis, you'd have the Tony Cruzes. When he was on U.S. Postal, I'll never forget this. He gave me and a few of my teammates U.S. Postal jerseys, and we used to show up on Thursday night, and we used to be U.S. Postal, and it just taught us everything from how to ride a breakaway to how to ride against guys that are way better than you. It just taught me so many things about criterium racing, where to be, how to use your momentum, what guys you need to watch if you need to watch them, where you're going to be faster on the course. It's just such a well of knowledge showing up to races like that and being able to get direction from guys that know better than you and have raced on the biggest stage. And you're in school basically. And we used to train at Long Beach every Thursday. It was like where I learned everything I know. I used to go out there. Rasan used to lead me out. He let me out for 2 months trying to beat this guy Edgar Yepes, and I could never do it. It took me, we tried everything. We tried going slow. We tried going from the back. We tried going from the front. And then eventually, like, Rasan got a little bit tired, and he ended up out sprinting the guy that I was trying to beat, and clipped out with the one leg and rode across the line. And I kid you not, the next week I showed up and I beat him. It's like just something about seeing someone do something you think you can't do, and then stepping up to the plate and knocking it down. Going back to the Long Beach course, it's like seeing all those corners again and like remembering everything, all the time I spent there, all the times that I've taken each corner, like going through turn one and knowing that you got to take it at a certain angle and you can pedal through it. And then going through turn two and just realizing like that's where everyone clips their pedals, like the hardest part of the course. So just like knowing what the momentum needs to be there and like when I need to stop pedaling or I need to like, accelerate, it's always good. And then, put you on down the back straight super fast. You roll into turn three and it's just like this bend. No one thinks about it. You just like roll through it as fast as possible, but it sets you up for the final corner. And in the final corner, man, anything kind of goes. There's a little dip in it. But if you like take it at the right spot, if you have the right apex, shoot you out to the outside of the course, and then it's like full tilt into the sprint. I want to talk a little bit about opening up cycling in a way that's beneficial to like our young athletes as American or our young American athletes. A part of like what Legion Los Angeles is trying to help develop the next generation of American cycling and put them in an environment that is unique to them. We don't want to play the European model, like that works for them, but we need something where kids can come in and be themselves and learn from people that they can relate to. And that's something that's really important to me and really important to what we're building. Growing up with something like Long Beach that was accessible to me and being able to like either ride out or just go on a train, it's put me in a position now that I'm a little bit older where I want to give that back to the community. I want to create a criterium where younger guys can come out to and older guys can come out to, that makes sense, where, the beginning of the ride is maybe 30 minutes of a rotating baseline to kind of just show guys, it's not about how strong you are. If you're blowing up the guys that are helping you try to chase, then, you're not really doing anything, right? It's the unit is stronger together. And having that 30-minute pace line is just going to teach them, how to ride in a group, and it's going to give the older guys a workout. So they're going to want to come out and they're going to want to share their knowledge and just bringing everything together. And then the last 30 minutes is just gung ho. It's like all in, like whoever wants to go for it can go for it. Like gloves are off, and we race for the win.